Hey everyone, welcome back to Craps University. If you watched the first episode, we know everything now about the dice combinations. But what if I told you there was a way to tip the odds closer to your favor? Today, we're going to be talking about the pass line, which is right here. This is a core bet in almost every single strategy, and this is how you will tip the odds towards your favor. A little recap about the pass line. On the come out roll, when the puck is off, you win on 7 and 11, but you lose on 2, 3, and 12. That's not too bad. 2, 3, and 12 offers 4 combinations to lose, but you have immediately 10 combinations, 9 combinations to win it. That is 6 combos for the 7 and 3 combos for the 11. So chances are, on a come out roll, it's in your favor. How you also pump up the odds that lean closer to your favor is putting an odds bet. We'll get into that a little bit further. So my table is a $25 table. And pretty much at the casinos that I play in, that's all that is available nowadays. I guess the casinos want money and people continue to play. So I'm going to rack up $500 as a bankroll. And to put a pass line bet, if you walk up to the table, you'll stand on that side of the rails and you will drop your minimum bet or whatever bet you want. It could be $50 or whatnot. A lot of people like covering up that P so it says ass line. But I usually don't. I'll put it right to the side. Now, with the pass line bet, your odds are about 1.3%. But when you start adding your house edge, or the house edge is only about 1.3%. But when you start adding odds to the back of it, that will dramatically lower the house edge. So let's do a real example. So I'll take the dice boat, push them out, and let's do that. Pick your dice. The Stickman will pick those up, and we'll roll. All right, hard 8. Hard 8. One of the dealers will take the puck, move it to 8. So that's a pretty good number to, if you're betting the pass line, to have. Now, you should always place your odds. This table today, we're going to allow 3 times odds on the 4 and 10, 4 times odds on the 5 and 9, and 5 times odds on the 6 and 8. Now, these are pretty much standard in Las Vegas casinos. The casino that I play, close to my house, they allow 10 times odds on all the number. So the higher the odds multiplier, the lower the house edge gets. But we'll just play classic Vegas odds. So If this is my rack, I'll take $125 and place that right behind it. Give it a couple inches, because sometimes the dealer, if you put it right on, the dealer that'll force them to move it back. So give it a couple inches so they know that is a definite odds. So let's continue with this roll and see how we do. 9. No field 9. Center field 9, excuse me. So listen to the Stickman. The Stickman is not only making the calls for you, but he's making the calls for the two dealers on each side of the table. By saying center field 9, that will cue the dealer to look at the field if anybody's got a bet. This will get paid. Place bets will also get paid here. And if you're playing don't bets or lay bets, those get removed. All right, let's continue. 10. 10 on the other end. No bet. Also, that's in the field. 7 out. All right, so it didn't work out. We know that 7 is the most prevalent number. So the dealer will pull that off. Let's try again. All right, coming out. That number goes off. 7. Winner 7. Since the number's off and it's a 7, the dealer will then pay out of his chips, not your chips. You'll pick that up, rack it, and we'll go on. 7. Winner. You'll get paid again. 6. Easy 6. All right, here we go again. 6 and 8 are kind of pairs. They get the same payouts. Let's see if we can do better here. There's 5 chances to roll a 6. 8. Easy 8. 6 chances to roll that 7. 6. Winner 6. All right. So with that, the puck gets moved to off. This pass line bet is a 1-to-1 bet. This bet back here is you get paid 6 for every 5. You have $125, which pays $150. You can then pick all that back up and rack it. All right, let's do another roll. Coming out. 8. Which is good. So in these rolls today, we've seen a couple 7s, we've seen 8s and 6s, fewer 9s. So it's holding true. We're going to see 7 the most, then 6 and 8, So for someone playing the pass line, we are in pretty good shape. So there we go. 125 odds. All right, let's roll it and see what we get. 5. No field 5. The 5 is not in the field. That's why the Stickman usually calls it out, no field 5. All right, looking for an 8. 4. All right, no bets. A field bet would win. 3. 3 craps 3. All right, this is a craps number, but since the point's established, nothing really happened. The only thing that would get paid is in this area if somebody has a proposition 1 roll bet. That's about it. These are high house edge bets. I'll play them from time to time, but they are not sustainable for the long run. All right, let's continue on. All right, 7. 7 out. All right, so with that, the dealer will swipe the money away, put it back into his stack, turn the number off. All right, we'll do one more roll. Put your pass bet out. Eight. Easy 8. We'll go on here. We'll continue to put max odds there, and we'll roll. 4, hard 4. 6, easy 6. The Stickman also calls it, this is an easy way. They would call a hard 6 if it was 3 and 3. So everything the Stickman is doing is for the table, not only the players, but the other dealers at the table. 10. 10 on the other end. Yo, 11. Five, no field 5. 6, easy 6. 4-2. 6, 5-1, 6. 5. 12, midnight. That's a rare roll. All right, but no impact for us since the point is established. All right, let's keep it going. 9, Neener 9. That's also pays here. Now my table, the previous roll, the 12, if somebody was playing the field bets, my table pays triple. So, but there's only one way to roll a 12, so you don't really see 12s and 2s that often. Most casinos, probably 98% of all casinos, 12 is only going to pay double. The table I have here is pretty nice for a player to play at. 10, Hard 10. That also pays the field. 6. Easy 6. 8. There we go. 8. Winner 8. All right. Odds get paid. There we go. Let's pick all this up. Let's see how we did. This pass line I consider a core bet to just about every strategy. But let's see how we did. We started with 500. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 75. So we basically made $75 here just playing the pass line. We had a couple wins. We had a loss. We had some wins on the come out roll. So I think that the numbers that we were on, 6 and 8, those are the best numbers to have when you're playing the pass line. And everybody should play maximum odds on that 6 and 8. If you don't, it's going to be a loss for you. You know, I started on this table. It's a $25 table, $500 bankroll, playing the pass line. We got quite a few rolls in without risking a high house edge. Now, if our points were moving down here to the 4, or if we were hitting some craps on the come out roll, it could be different, definitely. But for somebody just starting the game, learning that pass line is the best. So if the number is 6 or 8, you'll get paid 6 chips for every 5. And believe it or not, yep, so 125, that's 5 chips, pay 6 chips, which of the $25 value, so it's a $150 payout. Now, as we move out to like the 5 and 9, the payouts get better, and that's due to the frequency of the numbers. So this is 5 to 6. We get paid 6 for every 5. 5 and 9, we get paid 3 for every 2. The max odds would be on a $25 bet, 100, and that would basically pay you $150. So it's interesting. Now you see the max odds payouts, if you have a $25 bet, you're betting on odds for 6 and 8, $125. You get paid out $150. But if you go out further to the 5 and 9, and your odds bet is only $100, but you still get paid $150. So technically, you're betting less and getting paid the same as the investment, because 5 and 9 are a little bit more rare. Now, when you move out to the 4 and 10, your odds would only be 75. 75 green, or 3 green chips, $75. But your payout still is 2 for every 1. And that is still $150. So you're risking 75 to win 150. But there are only three ways to roll a 4, 3 ways to roll a 10, as we saw with the dice layout in a previous episode. So this is basically it. This is basic pass line rolls and outcomes, and you should feel comfortable, if you've never played craps, walking up and playing just a pass line strategy. I wish everybody luck. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and ring the bell for notifications when new episodes come out. Thanks everyone for watching Craps University.